Across the country, schools are nearing the end of the fall semester. We found that many viewers of The Tonight Show are students from elementary all the way up to graduate school. And many of those students actually do their homework while watching this program. So as a public service, The Tonight Show would like to help our student viewers with their homework assignments as we present the Homework School of the Year. Now, here to answer your homework questions is a smart man, a man with a BA, an MA, a PhD, and BVDs from A&P. Won't you greet Professor John W. Carson?
Nice to see you. Hello, young viewers. Well, it's time to help those viewers at home working on their homework.
I have the letters right here, Professor.
Good section.
Here are the letters sent by our student viewers.
Yes.
The first one is from a student of British history.
British history?
British history. Why did Henry VIII chop off his wives' heads?
Because he couldn't afford a divorce lawyer. Little known. Next question.
A sixth grader in Florida asked, who discovered the fountain of perpetual youth?
Dick Clark. Many people think it was Cortez, but Dick Clark actually noticed pigeons in the fountain taking Grecian formula sitz baths. Dick Clark, not Cortez.
Here's a question in anatomy from an eighth
Anatomy?
Yes,
We
an eighth
cover all
grader in
subjects.
Santa Ana, California.
Where's this from?
Santa
Ana, California.
Yes. Do cows really have 4 stomachs?
That is true. An easy way to remember is an animal has the same number of stomachs as it has legs. Cows have 4 legs, so they have 4 stomachs.
Oh, wait a minute. Humans have 2 stomachs.
No, have 2 legs.
2 legs.
And they also have 2 stomachs.
Oh, no. I was wrong. They only have 1 stomach.
Well, then you've got a stowaway in there. You want to go outside and clap erasers?
We're trying to help the students.
Well, try a little harder.
A college.
I'm trying. You try.
A
I
college.
can't answer them unless I get the right straight line.
Over the aisle for Reagan. A college freshman from Lakewood, Ohio, asked a question about his political science course.
Yes.
Can the Congress circumvent the Supreme Court?
They'd probably have a big fight on their hands. I know I'd put up a fight if somebody tried to circumvent me, and I'm not even Jewish. You try to circumvent 9 old men, you're going to have a lot of howling on your hands.
A little boy from Linden, New Jersey,
Yes.
Gordon, asked this. When did the Ice Age occur?
The Ice Age came right after the Martini Age.
What is the Martini Age?
I believe it's 21 in most states.
Here's a letter from a history student in
I
Chicago.
love history.
Yes.
History is one of my favorite
Yes.
subjects.
From
This is a
Chicago.
history question?
Yes, from
Where
Chicago.
from? Chicago.
Chicago. What is the Magna Carta?
Magna Carta is an Italian credit card. You're right. You sit in a restaurant, you finish your linguine, you say to the waiter, hey, you take a Magna Carta? These are so simple.
Here's a letter from a 10th grade girl who's taking sewing and home economics.
Sewing? Well, we'll try it.
How do you make a camel hair coat?
Well, you shave a camel, of course, the first. And the tough part is luring the camel into the barbershop. Even once you get him in the chair, you're not home free.
Well, why is that?
Well, you got to give him a huge Sports Illustrated to read. It's very messy.
Now, here's a question you really have to... Here's a question you really have to strain your brain.
Well, that's okay. My cerebellum, bellum.
If you don't say them, they
That's
won't
right.
laugh.
You got that right. Well, we're even. That's one flub apiece.
How fast does light travel?
Bud Light goes through me in about 12 minutes.
Now, here's a question from a Harvard law student.
Now we're getting into heavy stuff.
What is a tort?
A tort is, of course, a technical legal term.
You know, what does tort mean?
Tort doesn't mean anything. It's the way a lawyer with his mouth full describes a midget. He goes, he's tort. Oh, boo yourself. You got anything better?
What does ipso facto mean?
Ipso facto was a Latin phrase used in ancient times by Roman taxi drivers when a chariot would cut them off. They go, ipso facto, buddy.
Now, while we're on the subject of ancient Rome...
Well, we are on the subject of ancient Rome, and we haven't gotten off of it yet.
No, we're right there again. Another student would like you to tell him what Veni, Vidi, Vici means.
Famous phrase. Veni, of course, means I came. Vici means I conquered.
Well, what about VD?
I picked that up after I conquered. You came to your thrills.
Here's a physics problem.
Physics.
Mr. X is traveling in a spaceship at the speed of light.
Sounds like a good time to pay a call on Mrs. X.
You know, it's me. Mr. Y is traveling in another spaceship going in the opposite direction at half the speed of light.
Mr. Y must be running away from Mr. T.
What happens when Mr. X meets Mr. Y?
They open a quiche bakery in West Hollywood.
Okay. Here's the last letter. A fourth grader poses this arithmetic problem.
What?
Arithmetic problem.
Are you been belting a few?
No.
Start again.
All right. A fourth grader poses this arithmetic problem.
Yes.
Little Billy gets $2 a week allowance.
$2 a week.
Each week he spends 25 cents on candy,
25
$1 on bus fare, and saves the rest. How much will be saved at the end of this year?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Next month, President Reagan is going to raise his taxes.